Alright, so today is week 1, day 4. Alright, so after the epoxy grouting, this is our second round of visit and we have a lot of things done today. As you can see, we have all this floor protection done up by one of our contractors. So it's just floor paper cardboard. Protect your tiles, right? Protect your flooring, because what is after those flooring works is you really want to protect in case all these heavy duty works, right? If they damage your flooring, that is not good. So that is just one of the things done. The other thing, of course, you can see this brand new aircon trunking. Right now, it's just halfway done. We have just finished the piping and the brackets. Afterwards, the contractor will go and install the copper wires. All right, so this is just one half of the trip. And for those of you who are considering aircon trunking, right, usually they will ask you if you want 1 installation or 2 installation trips. Of course, if you choose 2 installation trips, there is going to be additional charge, but I felt that is better because the first trip is for you to install the pipings, install the trunking, install the wires. And the second trip is to install the fan coils, right? The actual air conditioning unit. Because you don't want them to install too early in case you want to do any painting and then all this gets damaged somehow by other contractors. So that is just a precaution. I show you my living room aircon first. So we are going to place on this beam right here, the beam leading to the corridor. And this is where the aircon is going to place AC. But what is this? It's just like the trunking bracket, right? Because if it just ends here, it's a little bit weird. So what we decide to do is just to flush everything to the end of the other wall, just to make a uniform setting lah. Looks really nicer. And then this time I did not conceal any piping, and I'm not going to do any box up, and I'm going to run through the pipes, the trunking all along these walls, right? Along the exterior corridor walls. I'm not going to run through the wardrobe section inside the bedrooms. Some of you choose to do that for aesthetic purpose, but I feel that for practical reasons, I prefer to do it outside lah. No right or no wrong. But of course, there is higher maintenance needed if you want to put it outside, because there will be dust collected, and then you need to be careful of anything that is putting outside, anything that's not concealed. Alright, so before that, we move on to the service yard first, because I finally done up windows. Like I said in the previous episode, the empty house tour, the HDB do not come with windows one, right? So we have to ask our contractor to come and install windows for us. Not expensive lah, I think less than 400. I'll put the links to my contractor. I think they've done a very good job. First trip is to do a site measurement, do the actual length, the breadth, the height and all that. Then they will match the color, apply the HDB permit for you. Second trip, they will then install the actual panels lah, right? So you can see all this is very nicely done. If you want to engage your ID to do it, it's also possible, but obviously they will charge a markup. So if you want to do windows, just call a contractor. This video also got no sponsor, so I can say what I want. But what I really want to say is that if you haven't started investing, and if you want to invest in London Stock Exchange ETFs for greater tax efficiency, then why not consider Interactive Brokers? You just have to click on this referral link and then it will bring you to Interactive Brokers to show you how are they good in terms of foreign exchange fees and also market offerings. So click on the exclusive link right here. Alright, so moving on, this is just one of my bedrooms and this is how the trunking is like. Okay, so the aircon is going to be placed right here at the beam, and then this is just the trunking lah. Then it will run through this one. Alright, right now it's also flush to the end of the other wall, so it's just a uniform thing. Alright, then next bedroom is the same thing, just that in mirror image. So same thing, aircon piping, wires, trunking, all at this area. It will be placed at the beam right here. Some of you may choose to place at the opposite ends of 2 walls, so that is up to your preference lah. Just that place here is the least trunking to be seen, and it's easier to run the pipes and the brackets lah. So I choose to do it here because it's the most common, simplest, convenient method. But if you want to place it near your bed and all that, up to you lah. Okay? Alright, just one thing, right? The reason why the trunking is slanted is because the water needs to flow from high end to low end. That's why you see it may be a bit singed, but it is very normal. Otherwise, the water will just get stuck and they may need like a jet pump or something to pump the water to the water outlet. Right? So that is where I will lead you to my master bedroom. Right? So follow me right here, and then I will show you my master bedroom trunking. So this is where the trunking from the corridor will pump it out, right? So they will drill a hole here and then run through the door frame of this aircon trunking. And then it will slowly move, right? Pump here until this is where my master bedroom, the aircon placement is. So right above the door beam as well. So this is just the most convenient method, may not be the most aesthetic. Some of you may choose to place at the bedroom walls as well. So which is now I bring you to my master bathroom toilet to look at the entire piping. So this is the drainage pipe now. Just like I told you, all the water will run from the corridor to all, from the units to the corridor, and then to this water outlet pipe that runs through this wall. Alright, so this wall would have a bracket by itself, and then it will go to one of the drains here. Okay, the master toilet drains. But every house configuration is different. So depending on how your rooms look like, the beams will affect. Then the other wires, right, they will run above this beam, this toilet beam, and they will run this side all the way, run until the condenser outside, which is out from your master bathroom toilet. So then the wires will run to this hole right here, which is already done out by HDB. So your contractors will just hack away this hole, and then there will be a bracket trunking outside PVC pipe linked to the electrical power supply. That is where your condenser is going to be. So if you take a look outside, you can see this is where your condenser is going to be placed. Some of you, if you have heavier needs, you will place 2 condensers. But make sure it is able to fit through this master bathroom window. Otherwise, they have to, remove this window pane. And then, some of you got problems. So this is how your entire aircon system is set up. Firstly, they will have to do this condenser part, right? Make sure all the brackets start here first. Everything starts from the condenser. Then your contractor will run the piping plan with you. Make sure you are there to supervise. If you don't want it concealed, make sure it's not concealed. If you want it concealed, please communicate. Sometimes you all may have miscommunication. Yes, so this is how generally your aircon works is going to be like. I know for some of you, it may be your first time, and this is my first time as well, doing aircon trunking and installation. And yes, I still have my second part, which is running the wires, and of course the second trip, which is doing the fan coils installation after all the carpentry is up. So on my next aircon update, you'll probably see it, but that will come much later, and we'll see you in the next Reno episode.